Yeah. All right. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Ealing Road podcast. On tonight's episode, we'll be looking back at the 1-0 defeat to Liverpool on the weekend, as well as looking ahead to West Ham this Sunday. If you haven't listened to the podcast before, please leave a rating on our Spotify channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter on @the Ealing Road. I'm joined online today by Clayton. Clayton, how are we, mate?
Good as always. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. We'll just start talking about this Liverpool game. It'll be quite a short episode today because not really much to talk about in the game. I think first things first, would you say we probably deserve more out of the game?
I don't think we deserve to win. A draw maybe, but I think they probably were the better team. I mean, they've won the last 7 in a row now, so not too unexpected. But on another day, maybe we could have got a point out of it. What do you think?
I'd say we probably deserved a point, but we didn't have any clear-cut chances. So I think to say that you deserved a point just on the back of playing really well, but not actually creating anything of note to talk about. But like you said, I think we were the better team. Not really much we can do with their first goal. I think Tony kind of slips/falls, and Van Dijk knocks it across the 6-yard box. Salah has a tap in. And to be fair to them, this is why I'd probably say I would say maybe we deserved a point, but they did have quite a few clear-cut chances. I felt Nunes probably could have scored with that chip in the first half from Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo had that ricochet in the second half where I don't know how the ball didn't end up in the back of the net. And then he had another chance after Hickey's back pass. Bit of a weird one because on the one hand you're thinking we deserved a point, but on another day it could have easily been like 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, I don't feel like any injustice from the result. I didn't think we played particularly badly. I think we just set up as in the kind of usual shape that we do when we go as these big six sides, and we did look decent at times, but yeah, kind of lacked that clear chance. Bar that obviously the Mbromo got, but it was a good kind of foot offside, wasn't it? Good finish though, very very, very good finish.
Yeah, surprised.
Impressive how he always manages to do that when he's offside, doesn't he? That's when he has his best moments. But no, it was good to see. It was good to see him kind of fly past I think was it Van Dijk and Konate.
Van Dijk and Konate.
Yeah, no. But I don't think we created too much.
No.
So yeah, I don't feel too aggrieved.
I think we had like an XG of like 0.18 maybe. So yeah,
probably our lowest of the season.
Yeah. I was thinking that when I saw that it's got to be the lowest of the season. We got into good positions plenty of times, but I think even Thomas Frank said it in his post match that we just didn't have that kind of decisiveness or quality in the final phases of play. And Mbeumo, again, he's so frustrating. I think his decision making and his finishing as well sometimes is all that's stopping him from becoming the player we want him to be. And we talk about it every week with Mbeumo, but it's so frustrating sometimes when he gets into such good spaces. I remember in the second half there was a chance where he kind of breaks clear of Van Dijk on the left, kind of dawdles on the ball a little bit, and then just sends a cross in straight into Alisson's hands. Do you remember that?
Yeah. He probably took a few too many touches, and then kind of something we see a bit too often is just that final ball isn't great. I mean, he does have it in him, but I mean we've touched on it. We touched on it quite often, unfortunately. When I was watching the match today, analysis back, there was a chance where Henry had down on left, cut in, and then shot, and it kind of, I think it might have gone out for a throw. It's just like those two bits with a bit of final, but better decision making in the final third probably could have generated that kind of big chance that you need. I think Frank alluded to that in the post match presser. But yeah, not like, I mean, to come away with that result is not the end of the world. Maybe could have got something from it. It felt kind of similar to that United game. I think we played a bit better than we did in that game. We didn't show too much respect.
Yeah, I would actually say, like, in recent games, maybe going as far back as Brighton away, I think that was probably the best we've actually played, which is weird because, like we said, we didn't really create anything. But I mean, even looking on Twitter after the game, everyone was saying that was a fantastic performance, nothing to be ashamed of there, which is strange, isn't it? Because it's like we didn't create anything pretty much. But yeah. I was watching the game and was just thinking, do you know what, we're actually playing bloody well here.
Yeah, I had a moment. I watched it in the pub, and I had a moment of just like, you kind of the Prem realization. We get so used to it. You're like, just watch it, and you're just like, oh, we're actually quite good. Like we're just like playing Liverpool. We're just like kind of going toe to toe with them with most of the team that was in the Championship. And I saw Tony was getting a lot of praise on Twitter afterwards as well.
Mate, yeah, it was quality. Just as my next question, I was just about to say, we've just kind of what I've been getting into his back recently a little bit with his performances dropping below the high standards he's kind of set throughout the season. But oh my god, he was unreal. Every touch that he made, some of the touches, that back heel in the second half was outrageous. Even his pass for Mbeumo's disallowed goal, he was just incredible, wasn't
he? Yeah, I was seeing Chelsea fans saying like, surely that's got to be our number 9 next season. It's like, mate, do they know like he's going to get banned? No, it's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
I think people probably forgot about those Mirror articles, but as a Brentford fan, unfortunately, that remains in our memory. But no, without that kind of ban looming, I think he'd be quite teed up this summer to go to a big club. I could see. I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle would have been in for him. Chelsea.
I was just going to ask, what top 6 club do you think suits him best?
Best.
Yeah.
I don't know about Chelsea. I just couldn't see it.
I can
if
see
you
him at
class
any of them,
Newcastle
to
as
be
top
honest.
6, then I'll probably go Newcastle, given that the links he has to that club. I think him and Isaac up front could be pretty tasty.
Not United.
I think they'll go for Kane, but it's probably a good like second option for what he could be available for in terms of price. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's been doubted so many times, and maybe it's me doubting him here. He's gone from level to level to level. He's gone from kind of League Two up to 20 goals in the Prem, so there's no reason he couldn't do it for a big 6 club. But he played for England, so yeah, I'm probably not doing him a disservice. I think he'd fit well anyway.
How much do you think he goes for in this market?
What with no ban, his contract's out in
2025.
Is it 5?
Maybe
So he's
one
only
or
got
two.
2 years. Probably like 40 mil, 50 mil.
40? As low as that?
Yeah, because he's only got 2 years. But to be fair, he is English, so
Mate, I reckon. I was going to say 70. Honestly, I was going to say
I
70.
don't know. Just because he has 2 years left on his contract, maybe he wouldn't go for as much. But you might be right. I might be downplaying it a bit.
I mean, even if it is 40, the profit would be unreal as we become so accustomed to when we sell our best players. But yeah, I know. I would say with English tax as well, and he might go on and get another 4 or 5 goals this season. 25 goals, 26 goals in the Premier League.
No, you're probably right.
I would say Benham. I would say that would be his valuation, but it is so weird because like with this whole ban, you don't really know when he's going to get it, what's going to happen, how long he's going to be gone for.
Yeah,
it's just strange.
All I know is that we'll miss him a lot.
Yeah, 100%. I think that moment that you talked about with Rico going down the left-hand side, cutting in, and then putting the shot out for a throw-in on his right foot. Do you think we've kind of touched about it before, that's his kind of only weakness to his game is his sort of lack of attacking output? Do you think that's
the one where Southgate's watching and he goes, "Oh, fuck off, Clayton." That's why I say there's not enough quality at left back. But yeah, it was a bad example. He's a better player than that. But it was pretty shambolic, that shot.
It was. I think that's what holds him back. I think it's weird because when he started to come into the conversation about England, I was kind of thinking to myself, he's there, he should be in the squad. But as the season's kind of gone on, I've kind of seen the weaknesses to his game more, if that makes sense.
I don't mind too much though. His level is like perfect for us, and like he's still got so many years of football ahead of him. They could just play left back for Brentford for on and on and on. I'll be a happy man.
Yeah. Any complaints with the lineup against Liverpool? I probably would have liked to see Sharda start, to be honest, after how well he played against Forest, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a shame as well. I wonder if it was a bit of an experience thing away from home at Liverpool, but at the same time, he comes across as quite a fearless player. So, yeah, I'm a Kevin Chardon enthusiast. So, any chance for him to start, I'd like to see.
Yeah, I didn't think De Silva would get a start, even if he did score the winner against Forest. But he did play so well against Forest that I was a little bit surprised that he didn't get a start. But I don't think the game probably suited him. It's probably favoured Onyeka and Yano in that middle.
Yeah, without possession the whole game, he kind of not really suited to it.
Exactly. I was still kind of holding on to faint hopes of Europe before Saturday, but with that result, I think we can say it's dead and buried in it.
Yeah, and the results have gone kind of the right way for Liverpool this weekend. It'll be interesting to see if they can somehow make it in last go up like they have done a couple of years ago as well.
Well, mate,
I think.
United are garbage, mate. I've been saying it for ages. They're so bad. They're so bad.
I mean, we saw how they went out in quite poor form in Europe as well.
Hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, they're in the FA Cup final though. I mean, on paper they can have still a very, very good season, but they do have. There's definitely something there that just kind of implodes every now and then.
Mm.
It's strange.
Yeah, De Gea's absolute howler from that Benrahma shot. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it when it went in.
Interesting to see that afterwards. That Ten Hag said after the game, kind of in defence of De Gea, that he was committed to staying,
Mm.
getting to stay at the club, and I guess maybe that rules out a move for Raya.
Yeah,
I
I
do wonder where he'll go. I think Tottenham just kind of makes so much sense.
yeah, with Lloris coming to the end of his career, but I also like United have been crying out for a ball playing goalkeeper for so long, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone's been saying it's the way Ten Hag wants to play out from the back with a keeper that's good with his feet. David Raya just seems like the most natural fit, but
Because
if
Chelsea will
he's
be looking
keen,
for a goalkeeper as well, but
mm,
I feel they won't take the risk just because if it goes badly or starts badly, they'll get so much stick because they've had so much bad luck in that position since. Well, depends what you find bad luck. I think Mendy and Kepa are both fairly good keepers. They just kind
yeah,
of seem to not be happy with either of them.
yeah.
But I feel like they won't take the risk. They'll want to try and get someone that is a bit more assured. Whereas Tottenham, kind of rebuilding for the 400th time, I think Ray would be a great piece back there.
Yeah, 100%. Anything else you wanted to talk about from the Liverpool game? I know it's going to be a really short episode. Unless there's anything else you wanted to chat about specifically. The thing is, I can't really remember any kind of. Like we said, we didn't have any gilt edged chances in the game. It was a bit of a dead rubber, wasn't it?
Yeah, nothing to write home about. I won't be one you remember too much. Shout out to anyone that made up the journey. It was no trains home or anything. I can't say the same for myself.
No, neither.
But yeah, one of those ones where you're kind of glad you didn't make the trip,
Yeah.
albeit a bit cheeky. But no, nothing else to cover from me.
Sweet. Okay, we'll do. Looking forward to West Ham then on Sunday. They beat United the other day, obviously. De Gea's absolute howler that we just talked about. I'm fairly confident going into this one, though. Are you?
I don't know. I feel like the end of the season. It's weird to have like the end of the season now, where the games for us we've got basically nothing to play for. Though I was looking at the table yesterday, it would be nice to be the way it's stacking up. Will be the top West London team. So I think we've got something to play for in that. So I'd hope that provide enough kind of motivation. But I don't know, West Ham need the points more than we do. That win was quite big for them on the weekend, but they're only on 37. They're probably clear, but they could do with it. I think it'll be a decent game. But you know what, these games at the end of the season where kind of both teams have not got the world to play for, they can be a bit boring.
Did we play West Ham at a similar time last season, like towards the back end, when we beat them 2-0 at home? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, because they were in the Europa League and they were extremely leggy, and I remember it being sunny, so probably.
We've not lost to them. We've beat them every time, haven't we? In the Premier League.
We lost in the FA Cup, but yeah.
Oh yeah. In the cup.
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see.
Benrahma back
at the G-Tech, yeah, great player. It still gets a lot of stick from certain West Ham fans, and I don't think he's been given enough chance to kind of show what he can do. I've seen chatter about him. Come on, Ben, and bring him back to Brentford. I don't think that will ever happen. I'd love for it to happen.
In a heartbeat, mate. I can't believe Callum said that on the pod last week that he would never him back.
Yeah, no, that was a poor take. I called him out for it at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was going on about there.
No. So yeah, they're safe. Our chances of Europe next to nothing. Anyone that you would like to see get some minutes towards the end of the season in these kind of three last games?
I think the only player that really sticks out to me is Sharda. Are there any young players I'm kind of ignoring there in that squad? Bar like maybe the B team players, but I just feel like there's such a big gap between the quality of the players in the B team that aren't on loan and the Premier League, because I think obviously there's only a certain limit to what talent you can kind of build without having an academy set up, and also a lot of that team was built like around the Championship and that kind of thing. Maybe if we were still in the Championship, you'd see more of these players, but I'm not sure they're. I mean, I could happy to be proved wrong, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Like maybe we'll see a few on the bench. They'll get some few minutes at the end. But I think a lot of our good, like kind of younger prospects, are probably out alone at the moment. So not too sure.
Yeah, you would have thought like if there were some absolute world beaters in that B team that some of them would have made some appearances. But I think Bidstrup's the one that stands out, isn't it? And he's smashing out in Nordsjælland. So hopefully he'll be a good one to have back next season. Any predictions for the game? What do you reckon? Bees win?
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Breeze. I'm going to go the same.
Yourself?
I think, yeah. I'm going to go the same. I'm
pretty
confident. Yeah.
As Tony would
so
say.
Much money in the fucking races yesterday, so no, I won't be lumping on. But yeah, a fairly short episode today, but we'll be back in person next week following the West Ham game on Sunday. And do remember, follow us on Twitter, leave a rating on our Spotify channel, and subscribe to our YouTube channel too. Clayton, I will see you next week, mate. Cheers for listening. Nice one.